And today we are the first day, so I want to introduce how we work together, right? What is the protocol and how can we communicate, use some kind of platform. But first I want to let you know about how to check in, right? How to check in. And the second one we talk about how to communicate. And next we will talk about what is the syllabus and what we have to do for next 2 months, right? Next 2 months. And one more thing, very important, that we had big people. We had so many people in the classroom. So how can we communicate? How can we raise a question and discuss, right? And now let's start. Okay, the first I want you to join with the classroom so that you can check in.
Thầy nghiện ghê. Ai nghiện?
Okay, so this is classroom, and I think you need to follow, and we had announcement and also some, we need to check in, use the classroom. I will tell you how to check in. Okay, the first, yesterday is one example, right? So today we should also do the same thing to everyone. Okay, but I think we need to, so today is not like that, but it's 17. And so please check in, right? Okay, to check in, follow the syntax, right? So the first you need to join with the course, right? So you need to use the Google Mail. Some people are using the USDS, so it cannot accept with the classroom. But you just remember, you can use an email, but just put the name, follow the syntax as I mentioned on the announcement. That means the full name, student ID, and class. Okay. So please join and check in, right? Okay. So, sir, is there any issue with using classroom? The first you need the Google Mail, right? And accept with the code like this one to join the class. Okay? And what is the next step? What is the next step? The next step should be command like this one. So here you can see the bookming is now command. I think right? The glass, we had two kind of glass. Originally, you have the glass. We also have the combination, right? That means the big glass. So please tell me exactly what is our original glass, okay? So how can I see here? We had a big glass. How can I know you are? Do you have any original glass? No. You only have one, right? For example, some B1, A1, right? Oh, so just put your glass here. Or maybe different with last year. The last year they're very different. The last name are very different. B1B. What is it? How can I know? How can I know how many classes here? So we need to check again. Oh, what is it? Oh, I can see here you have the B1, B2, 2B7, and A1 to A7. Okay, right? So is that the original glass like this one?
Okay.
This one or this one? The right one, right? The right one is the practical class, and the lecture class should be A or B. So we are B class, right? But you are belong to the practical class, like the.
Thằng nào viết nhầm chỗ này, hai đứa viết nhầm chỗ buồn cười.
Okay, waiting for booting my computer. It restart with the reason. Wait a moment. Okay, so for the lecture, I tell you how to check in, right? Just go to the classroom, and I mentioned before. And after that, we comment, follow the syntax, right? And I mentioned. So let's see that we have the classroom. Okay, so how to check in? Tell me. Okay, so very simple. We just take a look at the last year. Okay, so we have many things in here, right? And even we have some announcement for everyone. Let's see one example about the leader. That means we need to work with the we need to work with your group, okay? Okay, and you also see we have the final exam announcement here. So this is connection, right? This platform can be used to everyone to follow, and you know what you have to do for the exam, either midterm or final. Also, you also had a deadline for your exercise or assignment here, and there's something we need to finish, right? Especially for the final exam. I will tell you about how to prepare for the final exam, but now take a look at how the people check in, right? Oh, so many. For example, here, let's see on the lecture. Let's take a look at the lecture, right? Okay. Let's take a look. Okay, let's just take a look at this one, right? For the lecture of memory, you can see that many people are setting on this one. Okay, and sometimes we say something in your desktop, in your laptop, to everyone. So let's join with the link and then share to the screen, right? So that everyone can know what you have done on your computer. So that means we use Classroom to share announcement, to share everything, right? But it's not enough. How to, because we have a big group, so sometimes we need some discussion, or we have some question what we want to discuss. So at that time we use another platform. So I will tell you about the next platform. For example, here. Okay. Here's, so Classroom can be used for check-in, but we also have another platform that we call it the Slack. Have you used that before? Okay, let's see this one. Okay. So let's see, we have many group here. We have many group. Many. Okay? And you can see that we have one group in one class. For example, here we have A1, A2 to A7. So that means we have 14 practical class, right? Only 2 lecture, but there are 14 lecture class. So we need to follow what I mentioned here. Okay, let's see. History. What is it? Welcome, Pi. Okay, so maybe we take a look at the link with this one. So Slack also is the way you can share the message and discuss with your team. Okay, this is for last year. But it seems that I have no license for that, so I will update and now everyone on the web on the classroom, right? But you can see that everyone had the class and they need to divide into the group. So let's see, you divide into the class, the group, and also group had a leader. So we need to make a list of the group, okay? To make a group. So let's see what is for last year. The last year we had many group, and we have the term project list, okay? I will tell you about the requirement for term project, okay? But we have list of the topic and a list of the question, and your group need to prepare, right? So let's see, we prepare for your presentation for midterm exam, and tell me how many people in one group. Or so many. For one group, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. Oh, 42. So many people here, right? The total number for this series should be, tell me how many people are here? How many people in the group? Computer check for the lecture. How many people? You know, how many people? Oh. Why is this small number? I think because of connection, right? Because of connection. Do you know how many people in Arabic class? How many? Do you know how many people? Just scared? Okay, I need to check because the connection here is too slow, so I will tell you about the number of students in class, and then we need to divide the group for each class. Do you know what is the number? Tell me. Anyone? 438. So we have a big group, big class group, right? It's not easy to maintain, to communicate, because we have so many people are here. So what I want is that we have a platform and we can interact, use that platform, right? Let's see if you can normally, have you used our group, right? Or we have many groups, but try to interact. So I really want to use Slack because it's very convenient. It's very convenient. So let's see, I will create the group for sign in. I want to create a new group. Okay. I will tell you the link here. I will tell you the link here. And for example, last year, I will tell everyone to join, follow like this one. Take a look. What is it? What is it? It's a web, right? It's not easy sometimes to join. What is it? It's very difficult to join because the internet connection is not so good. Okay. So because the connection is not good, so I connect using my mobile network so that everyone can take a look at what is the group for last year. Yes. So this is my smartphone network, and I think it's better if we use compared to Wi-Fi, right? Okay, for the last year, I also use the same thing. That means we use Classroom to announce our students everything about the homework, the deadlines, and even some material that support for students to learn, to study, for references. And also you can see that we have a list of projects for the student. And one more thing is that we need to define some, link like this one. Let's see, AK here. Okay, so here's one example. We create a group in the Slack and you join. So let's see, next time if you are in B1, please join with the B1. Don't join with B2. So I create the 7 group, or exactly the 14 group, okay? 7 group for group B, for class B, for lecture B, and 7 group for the lecture, for the class lecture A. Okay, and then you just follow, right? When you just click in here, and you can use the UFDA email without problem. Okay? Just use the UFDA email. Okay? Yeah. So when you click on that, and you can open and join with that, right? And then you can discuss in here. Hi. Say hi, for example. Okay, for example. So let's see, we have the platform to communicate with the people. Okay, here, for example, hi everyone, right? So let's see. Because it is free, right? It's free. Start the free, okay? Start trial free. This way. Okay, so as you can see that they had a many discussion. Well, for example, group 1, we give some announcement here. What is it? Sorry, because because I can see okay, I send you the link next time, okay? Maybe today I will send you the link to join. But now we just focus on the next class. And I'll tell you how to check in and check attendance. Who is that? Don't put your name like this one, okay? Let's see what is, okay, remove it, please delete, right? Don't comment like this one. I tell you about announcement like this one, so please, like Nguyễn Trung Đức is here. Nguyễn Trung is here. Okay, please remove and comment below, right? Comment here. Okay, don't comment here like this one. I just remove it. So Nguyễn Trung, are you here? Tạ Minh Đức. Who is that? Don't do that, right? You have the instruction like here. Please comment below to check in. So don't check in here like this, right? Okay, remove. Bugomi, raise your hand, please. Bugomi. Okay, so please check in again. Okay, let's see. Lejanai. Lejanai here. Okay, you are not here, but you check in. It means you are cheating. Okay? Remember, if you are not here, please don't comment. Okay? So I will check the randomly. For example, in the list here, we have about 150 students. I cannot check in for everyone here, but I check randomly. For example, you can see here, I just check like Vietnam Nguyễn. Oh, very nice. Okay? And we will check another one, Cao Thái Hà. Cao Thái Hà. Oh, very nice. Very good. Okay, and so if someone else has the name here but is not present, mean he is cheating, right? So next time, if someone is cheating, maybe we give some a small gift. Right? What do you think about the gift for the people who are cheating? Not punishment, but the gift. Okay? Okay, we have many things very different. I will tell you. Very different. Okay? The first you check in here is, you can see that the time you are checking. For example, Vũ Hoàng Lân. Vũ Hoàng Lân. Oh, nice. So you check in at 4:30 p.m. So please, next time, please check in before the class. I will give you about like the topic for the lecture, and then just comment below before the class. Okay? So let's see, for example. So what is the next class? Do you know what is the next class? Do you know? Okay, so I can do something like that, right? I can copy here. Also, everyone, if you are not here, you don't comment like this. Okay, remove it. Remove it. Nguyễn Ngọc Bảo Linh. Nguyễn Ngọc Bảo Linh is here. Raise your hand, please. Nguyễn Ngọc Bảo Linh. No? Okay, so everyone, if you don't know about the course, please write down the course, right? It's very important because you need a platform to communicate. I will notify everything in here. So that could be a connection to everyone to join. Okay? And you download the references that I in this course to everyone. So is there any issue with joining the classroom, Google Classroom? Anyone? Please raise your hand. So nobody. Okay. So what is the issue? Can you accept here? Can you join with this? You need to use a Google email, not use the USDA. Okay? Do you have the Gmail? Why what? Do you have any email? Only USDA? Let's see. USDA email is not Google email. Okay? Some domain, some email are Gmail. Even they have the domain name are different. But because the USDA is not Gmail, Google Mail. Okay? But you can join Slack, use the USDA email, and I'll tell you later. And you can create a Google email easily, right? Very simple. And join with Google Classroom. I think it's no problem. Anyone had an issue with accepting the Google email or Google Classroom? Raise your hand. Okay. So only you, right? Or do you have any Google email? Okay. Yeah, you can join with any email and just put your name on there. Very important. Okay, to tell you about connection with everyone with the lecture, and you can download and accept with the references or all material we put on the web on the classroom. So anyone who posts like Đinh Tiến Khánh, right? Đinh Tiến Khánh, who's Đinh Tiến Khánh? Okay, please remove. Okay. Rồi. Let me check again. So if you have put the name here, so please remove it and comment below. Okay. Nguyễn Ngọc Bảo Linh is here. Min Chitty, right? Link's not here. How do I know? Right? So remove. And Lưu Đức Anh here, same. Nguyễn Văn Linh. Nguyễn Văn Linh, raise your hand please. Okay, so please comment below, right? It's not like this. Read it carefully. Đỗ Quang Anh. Quang Anh is here? No, right? Đỗ Quang Anh. Raise your hand please. Remove. Bùi Minh Việt. Okay, check in again. Đặng Quang Minh. Check in again. Lê Nhật Anh. Lê Nhật Anh here. Oh, don't do that, right? Okay, please check in here. Check in here. Okay? What we mentioned is please comment below to check in and follow the syntax like student ID, full name and class. And so everyone will follow that, right? Everyone will follow. Some people, the very people. So Lê Quốc Trung, what the BA ID? Okay. Okay, very nice. Nguyễn Anh Tài. Oh, very nice. Oh, good guy, right? And Ngô Hải Anh. Oh, very handsome guy. Lê Quốc Trung. Okay, good. Right? So that remember, I will check the randomly. So if your name are here, but you are not present, mean you are cheating. Of course, we give you the gift, a small gift. What do you think about the gift for the people who are cheating? Think about that, right? Very important. Okay, now we get back to for the syllabus, what I mentioned here. Okay, so this unit we learn about computer architecture. So you need to know what we have to study, right? And what is the requirement? What is the requirement? The most important thing is that we prepare for the final and the midterm exam. Means we need to know about the course evaluation. That's very important to everyone. You know, we have the 438 students. How can we work together? Professor with student and student with student, right? I just sent you some experiences of the last year, and I think it's very successful. It means we use some kind of platform that we mentioned before, like Slack. And so the first I will introduce about the syllabus, and next we will talk about how to communicate with your team, okay? And finally, we talk about what is evaluation, very important. Okay, this is about me, right? I'm work a professor at Swinburne University of Technology, and at the same time, I work for UNK. And I'm director of Swinburne Innovation Spain, and we had many international event for students. So you can join with the many events. For example, tomorrow I'm the chair of the conference. As you can see here, I mentioned the conference like ICINN, that means Intelligent System and Network. I am the chair of that conference, and it will be held in Swinburne tomorrow. So the student can join if you're really interested on that. So I share on the classroom, and you can visit, right? To join with the international conference. And at the international conference or international forum, we had many students. The Swinburne student also present the paper at international conference. And even if you're really interested on present or join with international event, right? And next time we will share you on the classroom or even Slack platform, okay? I also the chair and the founder of the hackathon, global hackathon, that we mentioned about the healthcare hackathon. Actually, I defined the hackathon for the IT student, and not only for IT, but for business, for media, or many fields, right? And students can join with the hackathon and improve your skills, improve your CV, portfolio, and you have the chance to work with many consultant experts from the industry. Okay. So just a little bit about me, right? And actually, I'm IT professor, and I work for 27 years in university. So can you guess my age? No? 42? 42. You guess based on the number I said, right? Because I'm 27 years in the university. So I graduated in university from 1996. Okay, so after that I became the lecturer at the university. When I graduate, okay, I am a lecturer, right? So almost from 1996 until now, there is a 27 years, okay? I'm now working with the Swinburne University of Technology, and we have many campuses around the world. Right? So students can study in Australia, and can study in Malaysia, in Vietnam. In Vietnam, we have 3 campuses from Hanoi, Da Nang, and Ho Chi Minh. So the student can travel everywhere around the world. Okay? So if you have the chance, just drop my office at 80 Swinton Street. Okay? And we have the Swinburne Innovation Space on there. So my major are focused on the communication network for the IoT, AI, big data analysis. So you are a major in IT, right? And we have many things to do together. So if you're really interested on my hackathon, global hackathon, so next time please join with your team. Not people. We need a team. And we need a big team. We need a community. And we need a global community. So student now is not in Vietnam, but can go anywhere around the world, right? Okay, agreed? Yeah, so even to study in Vietnam, because you can work in anywhere around the world. So let's think globally, okay? For this unit, I just had some comment that it related to computer. But many students from the first year need to learn this. And there's something is not easy to understand. Okay? Because students are not IT major, right? So it's not easy to follow. So I just try to show basically, just focus on principle. Okay, what is the principle? And what is the main idea? And you need to work with your team. You need to work and get the knowledge. And just one thing I just mentioned about last time is nowadays you can learn a lot, right, from the knowledge in internet. You can use the Google, only web browser, and you can learn anything, right? If you need some lecture on YouTube, that will be okay, very easy. And now we have a ChatGPT and you can ask any question. Do not ask professor, right? So have you ever used ChatGPT before? No? Wow, let's try. How about you? Did you try with ChatGPT? Anyone? Anyone use ChatGPT? Shake your hand, please. Very nice. Tell me about what did you do with your ChatGPT? Support, only thinking, support for your homework assignment or something like that. Deadline? What kind of deadline? What kind of course do you start ChatGPT? Business management. Wow. Anyone else use ChatGPT? Raise your hand. Oh, that's very good. Okay, tell me a little bit about your experiences with the ChatGPT. For example, is support for your study or just something?
Just use it for knowing about the specification of the thing that I want to know. So, mostly aviation and automotive. My major is automotive engineering.
How many students in the automotive major? I think it's a new major, right? Very good. You know about computer architecture is very important for automotive, right? Okay, let's try to learn it, right? Okay. Anyone else? Tell the ChatGPT. So do you have any questions you want to ask the professor, for example? No question? Really? Oh. Others had used ChatGPT before? Sometimes. What do you have in your computer right now? Quite messy. Really? For example? No. I mean ChatGPT, why is messy? It's kind of chatbot, so professor is also the chatbot, right? So raise the question and answer. And ChatGPT is the same thing, right? It's a software, but it's the same with professor. But professor do not know everything, but ChatGPT know everything. Really? Okay, it's for fun, but I think it's very important that not only reading the book. I tell you the book that you can download on the website, in Classroom, right? At the Google Classroom, can you see the link for downloading the textbook? Right? It's sometimes very difficult because the textbook is it's too many things to learn, right? So sometimes you just take a look, read the question, and just ask ChatGPT, or even you can use the YouTube, right? And try to show some demonstration. It's very important. You know, nowadays the people are working with computer. Most are working with computer. So it is also a computer, right? So is this smartphone is also a computer? Yes? Okay. So like the what is also computer? A normal one is no. What is the smart one? Exactly the same. So projector is that computer inside. Okay. So nowadays you can see that everything like smartphone, smart cities, smart buildings, smart home. You can see smart. So what is smart? Tell me, what is smart? Why we call it a smart? Smart thing. Why? Why? Do you know why we call it smart? Like smart buildings, smart city, smart home? Is there any reason? Anyone? Why we call it smart? Is there something inside the home, the house, the building, the city? Something it make the city now become smarter. What exactly inside the city so that we call this smart city? Computer. Okay? Inside the thing we try to embed a computer. So we call this embedded computer. So computer is not only laptop, the PC, but it's very small. Okay, and you can put your computer inside anything and make the program and make it become smarter. Okay? So computers everywhere, right? We are happy because we had a laptop, right? But next time we are unhappy because it's too big, right? You can see the smartphone is now very convenient. You can connect your smartphone with a big TV. Okay? You can put in the pocket without problem. But the laptop cannot, right? Okay? It's too heavy, it's too big right now. But tell me how much for your laptop? The price, tell me about the price. 20 million? 16 million?
Không, theo tí.
20.
It is 6 million.
Oh, expensive, right? Okay, so after learning this, and we had the question. I have the $1 million in Vietnam now. I want you to build a PC. Good tip. Can you do that? 1 million. But the requirement is you can use the PC for playing game, for example. Right? Some people know that you are learning about the computer architecture. They really want you to build a PC, but only 1 million. He said about the 20 million to build a laptop, to buy the new laptop. But now you only need 10 million, and you need to build by yourself. Okay? So you save 10 million. Okay, long time ago, when the people started working with the PC, right? In Vietnam, so many people just build the PC and provide to the customer, and they earn a lot of money. So that I wanted that after learning this, you can build the PC for yourself or for your family or your customer also. Right? Can you build a PC with the 10 million? But with the requirement, you can play with the high speed, right? You play with the what kind of popular game right now?
So you can see.
League of Legends. Okay, very nice. So can your PC play with the game like this? No? Why?
Because the RAM is too weak.
Oh, so he knows a lot, right? RAM, what is the RAM?
Random access memory.
Well, random access memory. So you pass this unit, you pass this code, right? Random access memory. You know about, so what is information?
ICT.
Wow, so God, you know, right? He's an ICT student, so he knows his laptop cannot play game. The reason is the RAM is not enough. right? Okay, so the question for you, right? How to upgrade your PC and it can play with the game like Legend of This, right? Moran, okay. Very nice. So I suppose, I think that after this course, you can upgrade your PC and play with a very good game, right? What the game? Remember? I don't remember the game. Minecraft? Just Minecraft? Minecraft. Oh, I have no idea about the game. You know, when I had the first computer, and I played game for whole days, okay? And finally, do you know what has happened? Okay? My computer cannot work anymore, right? Because if you want to play game, it requires a lot of performance. The most important thing is the hard disk, right? The memory, as we mentioned. It also focus on what is the speed of your processor, right? So you can see that we just introduced basically about the component inside computer. And the most important thing we mentioned in here is actually the CPU. How the CPU works. What means processor. Do you know how many components inside your computer? How many main components? You have a laptop and just tell me. Okay, what is main component in the laptop? The first you can see there, monitor, what else? A main board. Wow, what? It was so bright, right? Do you know what is inside the laptop? A main board. Wow, exactly. What else? Okay, so the laptop nowadays is very simple. He said only had a monitor and mainboard, that's all. Right? Okay, normally, as user, think computer are very simple, right? But let's see. It should have the first, it need input, output devices. Like here, like the keyboard, right? Is the input devices. Mouse, input, right? What else? Display, right? Monitor is the output. You also have another device like printer, scanner, right? It can be used to output. That means you have something to print or scan or something like that. It's an output. And so what else? Input, output devices is the first component. And the most important thing is processor. Central processing unit. And we need to know what exactly the CPU, how it works. And we may have a question. How the program you write you wrote in C programming language can be run by a computer. Do you know how the C programming can run in your computer in the ICT measure? Just tell me.
The code is converted to the assembly and to the 01 binary code. Then the computer, the CPU can read it and execute.
Excellent. Excellent. Alright? He needs a lot because he's an ICT major. So that means when I ask the question with someone from other major, it's not easy to answer because they have no idea about what inside computer. Right? Okay, so we just a little bit confused with the question, but I think step by step, okay, you will learn something. But the most important thing is that you need to learn from your friend, you need to learn from your team, you need to learn from the other sources, not only in this lecture. But I want you to just try to active, to be active, right? And to do whatever you want. And I will tell you something about book, right? We have some book, and I will share the slide to everyone. Right? I share the slide and this book also in Dudley. You can open the classroom and accept and download some book from there. Even we have a Vietnamese, right? But I think nowadays the book is too long. It's not easy to cover everything inside. It's not easy. For example, one book maybe has about 700 pages. It's not easy to learn, right? To read. So I think it's better if we have some topic and you need to write. You need to learn from the topic, and we have a list of the question, and you try to learn to answer the question. Okay? So I mean, for the QA, that means the question and answer are very important. But we had some issue because some people, they had no idea what they do to ChatGPT, and so if I give the question and they copy the question inside ChatGPT, and then ChatGPT can answer, give you a solution. Very simple. And now the students are very study very simple, right? Let me tell you some example. When I give the topic for the team, they just put the topic on ChatGPT and it shows you a lot of things, right? And so I said, oh, you copy from some sources. Okay, no worry, professor. Just copy and use another tool and paraphrase. And you have a new document. So I check it. Oh, it's not easy to check in the internet. Because when I submit the report, right, I just copy some part in the report and paste in the Google search, right? And finally, I can pause anywhere. So is that a copy? No. But you use the paraphrase tool to make the new document. So I just look inside and I just found some sentence, it's a nonsense. What does it mean? Because the tools are very stupid. Okay? So don't do that. Even you use a tool to finish my requirement. But nowadays we have technology, we have many software, but try to do it by yourself, right? And today I just tell you about one requirement that's very important. The first, we talked about attendance, 10%. So just check in on classroom. I check randomly. So if you are cheating, so you log 10%. Okay, agree? Okay, if you are cheating, mean you log 10%. And next, the presentation. What is the presentation I mentioned here is the midterm. The midterm exam is a really teamwork. That means I give the team a topic and you need to present. Next I will tell you about how to follow with the midterm project. I had a list of topics and you just follow. I also divide into group and then I also choose the leader. Anyone can be the leader. And next time if you want to be the leader, just tell me. Who want to be a leader? Just tell me, email to me, right? Or send a message to me. Okay, otherwise I just assign randomly, mean anyone can become the leader. We need to know how to work with the team. And you need to know how to work with everyone, not your close friend. Some people think, why professor, why don't let me choose my close friend? Nowhere. When you go outside, there's no close friend. You work with a stranger. You work with many people, right? So don't worry about is close friend or not, in the same class or not, but everyone can be a friend. So the first you need to work like a team, and you have the benefit together. Let's share, let's support, let's discuss, right? And group activity should be marking. Okay? So presentation here mean your team had a topic and you present and make a recording and send the link to me. Okay? I will tell you in details about the midterm exam. But the midterm mean focus on the teamwork, focus on the skill, like presentation, like teamwork. Okay? Yeah. And for the final, teamwork at 10%, right? It's good. So that means the presentation, that the midterm, we had a 40%. Alright? Include the teamwork and also the topic with presentation, 30%, mean 40% for the midterm. And we only had how many? 10, 14, and we only had the 15% for final. So here, we don't have project at the final. Okay? I just tell you about the last experiences of the final exam. They are working with a multi-choice question. What does it mean? Online text. Right? I will provide about 200 questions to everyone to learn. Okay? And then, at the final, we just choose about 30 questions randomly. Okay? The questions are from the pool. That means if you answer all the questions in 200 questions I provided, and then you can answer the question at the final easily. But let's see. If so, it's easy. Because we have the practical class, so after the lecture, so we had the practical class, so at the practical class you have to do with the simulator. We need to learn about some kind of programming language for the hardware, and then we try to practice on simulator. So because of that, so we need to put some question related to the practical. Okay? So you have the multi-choice question. It includes with the pool or the question provided, and also some questions from the practical class. Okay? So it contributes 50%. But for the last year, I think most of people passed the final easily. That's the final reason. Okay? And they are very happy. Very happy. Because they have time to work with the team about the 40%, right? And they also learn from the knowledge everywhere, cover everything, and they got the 50%, right? Yeah. So I think it's not quite hard for everyone, because after last year, I think the many people can easy to get past this one, this unit, this course. So any question about evaluation? Do you want to clarify anything about that? Of course, I remind again, right? I remind everyone about when we have the midterm. What is the topic? Okay? And I showed you last year, you also see a list of the topic. So after today, after this week, this only the first week, so I will based on the list. The department tell me, I will divide the group, and then you just, and I will publish on the classroom, and you just follow that and join with your team, right? And discuss on that. And I mentioned the teamwork can be evaluated by group activity. That means when you join Slack, your team will discuss on Slack, right? I will show you some demonstration that you are working with the Slack. Your team will discuss on that. So if you have the activity on Slack, on the platform, mean you have the like discussion on there, right? So mean you contribute with the team. Very simple. But someone is never joined with Slack. Okay, they don't have any discussion with your friend. Mean the teamwork or contribution are zero. Okay? So mean everyone need to interact with your team. Even it's very simple, no word. Okay? So I think everyone can do that easily, right? Just join Slack, join your team, and just wait the question. Okay? The leader will tell you about the work, the deadline, okay, the meeting schedule or something like that. And you can learn from your member. And the leader are very important. So anyone want to become the leader? Okay? I will post on the classroom who want to join as the leader. So just put your name, right? On there, and then I will put your name in the group and you are become the leader. Remember, the leader can be anyone. Okay? And if you have no idea, I will tell you how to become the leader. So actually, let me check last time. Okay, let me check that about one group, one class, we had 42 students. So many. And normally we had 5 people, 5 students in one group. So that means one class we divide into 8 or 9 groups. 8 groups. 8 groups. Okay, 42 mean divide by 5 mean we have 8 groups. Okay? Yeah. So I think because we have so many students, so I want you to communicate by using the first is the Google Classroom. It's a very general, but next time we work with the Slack. Okay, I share the link with the Slack. Anyone do you have any question about evaluation, teamwork, and the content that we need to learn about the textbook? You can download from the web, the Google Classroom. Any question? Okay, I think some people think, oh, it's very easy, and now it's time to go home. Okay, no worry. We had some minutes, so I just introduce a little bit about the first chapter, right? So after that, we have time to read the books. About the time, about the schedule, you can see that we have. It's not exactly, the time is not exactly, we need to change, right? So I will send you about the schedule, but I think we should finish the lecture before May 20. May 20. That means we have almost March, April. We have 3 months to study with the lecture. And so after that we have the practical class. And at that time, you go with your friend in the practical class into the computer room. It's not in the big hall like this one. Okay? So I need to change the time. It's not correct, right? It's not correct. Okay, so now we talk about the concept of computer. As I mentioned, we can do some tools to support everyone, but nowadays many people talk about ChatGPT. So, do you want to try ChatGPT here with your question? What is your computer? What is computer? Okay, or what is? We have the question, what is the main component in computer? And the answer, we have the monitor, we have the main box, and now we just check, right? Now let's see. Okay, let's see. You are now starting with the chat and I'll just raise the question. So we raise the question, and what is the answer? So take a look. Okay, so that means when you had a question on the Google search and read, and you had many questions, we had many solutions. But you put the question here, okay, and you can see that it shows only one. It shows only one, right? And tell me if the answer is correct or not. Okay, next we just discuss about the question. The answer is the correct or not, right? So they mentioned computer have the CPU, they have the RAM, they have the hard disk, they have the motherboard, they have the power supplies, okay, and graphics processing units, input-output devices. Okay, so he answered they have like CPU, they have the monitor. Is this the monitor here? Of course, input-output device. And they have the mainboard, motherboard, right? Main or motherboard are the same. Okay? The motherboard or the mainboard is the main circuit that connect all components of computer. So you can see the answer. Okay? Yeah. And let's see. What happens if you have the topic for your term project like this one, and you may ask ChatGPT? Okay, yeah. So let's see. What is the term project? What is term project that you need to work with a team to feed it? Let's see. For the last year, we had a list of the topic for everyone, like here. Okay. Okay? So after dividing the project, what is it? After dividing into group, and you need to choose your, not choosing, but it define the topic already. And for example, group 1 should do something like that, right? You need to introduce about computer system, about the history of computer, and requirement needs, like the concept of electronics, computer, what is the model of the computer, what is, how many types of computer we have, and so what is the history of computer, okay? So when you have a topic like this and you need to finish the report, and the report, like a technical report, and someone can copy from some other sources and put in your report, right? And now we have another requirement. So what is requirement? I think it's very important. Nowadays we have many things from the internet you can copy and put in your report, right? And we have a requirement, the similitude rate should be below 50%. What does it mean? So I need to check, I use some software to check the similitude rate. Okay? Have you ever tried with this tool? Or is there any unit has the requirement like this? No, right? And for you. You and your team need to write a report, and I check the report. It's not copied from any sources. Okay? And it has a meaning. If you have the sentence with no meaning, that means it's just some tool from the internet. And so that's why we had an interview with the team. Okay? So let's make the reports, okay, based on own work. Own work. You learn somewhere, but you try to tell the story by the way you understand, by the way your team understood about the topic. Okay? So it is one requirement for technical writing. Okay? The similitude rate should be below 50%. Is not easy. So you can use some kind of software like this to check it, turn it in. Okay? But this software requires the license. Okay? Okay, this software, right? Do you know the slogan? Empower students to do their best original work. Original work. Means it's not copied from anyone. Okay? So even the topic can easy to understand, easy to answer, easy to copy from any sources, but try to do it, try to write in your own work, in different way. Okay? So some people think that's very easy. Why? They understand in Vietnamese and then they just write the sentence in Vietnamese and they did a Google Translate and translate from Vietnamese into English, right? And from English they use some other tool to paraphrase, right? And then they make the document into many tools. And finally, you have the very strange version. It's not your own work. You use a set of software to make document become very strange. Okay? So technical writing is now very important, especially for engineering students. Okay? So I think it's also not really hard work, but I think the requirement you need to consider for your future. If you want to become the global student, global citizen, we must follow the global standard. Okay? Let's see, I am the chair of the international conference. So even professor, okay, the scientists, PhD student, they want to publish their work. I also require the same. They submit the paper and then I check the paper. Okay? And requirement is the similitude rate should be below 50%, also the same thing. Okay? So no worry, you do the same standard with the scientists, okay? With global students. So that even you are in Vietnam, but you do the same thing with anyone around the world. So remember, similitude rate for your report should be below 50%. Okay? And then you prepare your presentation. So that means you use some kind of software to make a recording of your presentation with your team. Okay? So we have no time for presentation. So you do it by your own team and make a recording and send me. Okay? At the same time, the leader and your team need to discuss about their contribution. Okay? It's very open to everyone. Okay, you think, you contribute a lot, you have the high score. Okay? Low contribution, low score. It's open to everyone in your team. So I need your team, your member, decide contribution. Based on the report, based on your presentation, based on the member evaluation, a group activity, and then I give you the midterm mark. Okay? Then we had a deadline. We had a deadline also. And maybe from next week, you have a topic to work with the team. Okay? And you have the deadline for your teamwork. Yeah. So I think it's the kind of work that you need to work with the team. And I cannot control every team. So just join Slack, just discuss on there, and we check on the Slack, and check on the platform. Okay. So we had a many topic here, right? Okay, so first I based on the list of students, and then I divide into group, and I show you on the classroom, and join with your team and discuss, right? So that means you have no choice because I decide already. Group 1 need to do something, group 2 need to do something, right? So follow that. Okay? So, any question about the term project? And for the introduction, I think it's not enough time, so I will introduce the next time. For the first day, I just focus on introduce about how to follow, how to communicate, right? And how to learn what is the methods, what is the requirement. So we just finished early because I prepare for the international conference tomorrow. So is there any question? Raise your hand. Any question? Anyone forgot checking? No? Okay, so let's see. Please download the textbook. Okay? And check in before the class. Okay? And join with your team. That I will show you next time. Maybe tomorrow or maybe on Sunday. I have the time and I check, I will make a group for everyone. Okay? No questions? I'll see you next week.